All right, whenever you're ready.
Greetings, Friendship families. Pastor Nathan here, and I've brought two very important guests with me, my oldest daughter and my oldest son, and I'll let them tell you their names. What's your name?
My name is Lucy.
And
My name is Leeland.
your name is Leeland, yes. And we wanted to tell you a quick story about a kite. This week, as we've been in the stay-at-home order that we've been in, we thought, it is a windy day. Do you remember that? It was so windy that we thought it's a perfect day to fly a kite. And so that's what we did. We actually went out and bought a new big kite, like this one right here, and we went to the field near our house. And we let some of our neighbor kids try some of the kites, and then I gave you the string to hold it, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
So when I was flying the kite, it got really heavy, so I was trying to bring it in a little bit, then got too heavy and I accidentally let go.
Yeah. And when you accidentally let go, you noticed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what did you say to me? I was playing with your brother. What did you say?
I went in the window and yelled to you that it was up in the air and flying.
Yeah, and you said, Daddy, Daddy, help, help. Do you remember that? Because what was happening to the kite? Do you remember what was happening to it?
It was like going up in the air, but then it was like bouncing.
Yeah, so the string that you were holding on to was spinning, right? Remember, it was like a three-part, and it would spin really fast, and so it was getting higher and higher and higher, and it was bouncing along the field, because you were at one far end of the corner of the field, right? And I was playing in the middle, and it was, oh no, it's going across the field, and you remember we went and chased it?
Yeah, you went really running.
I ran as fast as I could.
Yeah.
What ended up happening? Do you remember?
The rod pole that you were supposed to hold on to, it went and flew in and got stuck in the edge of the tree.
That's right. So there's some trees at the very end of the park, and we thought for sure this kite is gone. It was going higher and higher and higher, and the string was getting looser and looser, and it finally hit a gust of wind and shot over the trees and was about to be gone, who knows where, when the very edge of the what is that called? The line, the end of the line, got caught in the very tip top of the big tree at the end of the park. It was amazing. It was like the tree had arms and grabbed it. Yeah. Remember, it was like right at the very tip. And we were so thankful that it didn't blow away forever, that it was stuck. It
was like the tree was flying a kite.
It was like the tree was flying a kite, right? And so right there, we thought to ourselves, oh no, it's gone forever. And then we had a little bit of hope, because the tree kept it, right?
Yeah.
And as it was blowing in the wind, where was the kite doing at that point?
It was flying way up in the air.
Way up in the air.
And people that walked by, they saw the kite and they said, "Good job flying the kite."
But they were kind of joking, right? Yeah. So a couple thoughts that we had, and I wanted to first talk about this. What was happening with you, like your thoughts about when you were holding it. You told me that it was kind of scary, right? When you let go.
It was really heavy.
Yeah, it was like too hard to hold on to, right? This kite is so big that it almost carried you away. It felt like it was carrying you. You could hear the wind rushing, right? And sometimes things can feel overwhelming to us, right? They can. And one of the lessons that we learned was that God is very kind to us in giving us a second chance, that it didn't completely blow away. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was one thing. But what was another thing that you did when it was blowing up high in the wind and we were trying to get it down and figuring out, but it was so high. And all of us and the neighbor kids were like trying to figure out how to do it, but then you did something. What did you do?
So I went to the corner of the tree and I went and prayed. And then the kite went way down and got stuck in the other tree. And it was a smaller tree, so then one of our neighbor ones went up to climb it. And then you found a dog leash rope and swinged it over the string and then pulled it down.
That's right. And you know what I thought during that time? Leeland was a great example of what we should do when things look really hard and difficult, right?
Yeah.
Like we thought that there was no way we could get it down, And what did you do? You went and you prayed. Yeah. What did you pray? Did you pray that God would help us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Katie were nonstop.
Yeah. That's awesome. So sometimes when things feel out of control, like we can't actually do anything about it, the best thing that we can do is ask God for help, right? And that's what you did. And that was really encouraging. And he answered our prayer like that. Like right when you were done praying, remember it went shoom. It like went right down into that other tree, right?
I did it like 5 times. So.
Did you? So we can see in this story that God is gracious to us and he gives us second chances, right? And that he wants us to ask him for help. And he wants to give us help like pretty fast sometimes. He doesn't always answer our prayers the way that we want him to in that way, but this time he did, didn't he? Yes. The one challenge though is that the string, we had to pull off the string because it's still stuck up in that tree.
It might be the last time we went there, it was dangling.
It was dangling, so we're hoping that eventually it'll come down, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot that God can teach us when we do things, even like flying kites, right? And what's one final thing that we could learn about God from this experience? Can you think of anything else that maybe as you remember how scared you were? Anything else about God that you can think about from this story? You can trust God. That's another good one. Yeah. Yeah, and I really liked when I talked with you guys about it, that you said God is so kind to even make kites work. The fact that they go up in the sky is like magic.
Yeah.
God makes it so that there can be flight, that birds can fly, that kites can fly, because there's a lot of joy that we have when we can fly things. Yeah, what were you going to say? Nothing? Okay. Well, we hope this story can be an encouragement to you, and I hope as you are doing family activities during this stay-at-home time that you would look for lessons that they can teach you about God, and hope you guys get out and can fly some kites as well, because it's pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really fun.
All right, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.